Welcome to day 172 of our Let's Grow Annual Challenge. Obviously covering my face lately with graphics, probably because I think my eyes are wonky, but it is what it is. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and today we're talking about the 9 different life framework areas with respect to, of course, relationships, because we are focusing on relationship growth this month. And we can list the different areas, which I do in my workbook right here. Let me show you. In my workbook, I put relationship, which is this month's focus area, relationship growth, and then I list all of the different areas of the 9-part life framework: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. Why? Because they're all foundational key areas, in my opinion, that I have found that I've added to my life framework. My life framework is the way I think about my core values. I think about what's important to me. I know how I set my priorities. I know how to make decisions because I have them in line with my core, who I really am. And I realized and I share this graphic often. I created it in 2021, which is hilarious. And you can't really read it or see it. And it's not written backwards. I try to write backwards when I'm making videos because then you see it forward. But this is just a graphic. And I was having a conversation with somebody, and one of my clients, and we were talking about how when we change something in one area or aspect of our life, it impacts all of the other aspects and areas of our life, especially if we're using a life framework or we're being self-aware and paying attention to things and looking for the lessons that we can learn and the things that we can build upon our strengths. It's very, very helpful every once in a while to just take a step back and think about how these things interact. So today, our action item, and we're going to follow Dale's story in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group page, is to do that. Think about, as you go about your day, the impact that different areas and aspects of your life have on your relationships. Couple of examples. Physical. If I'm not getting enough sleep, if I'm not eating right, I tend to get a little ornery and short with myself and with other people. And so I know that physically I need to take care of myself, take care of my body, take care of my sleep, take care of my hydration, take care of what I eat. Most of the time, are we always going to slip? Yes, we're not going to be perfect. We're human. So we're going to continually improve and do the best we can in each of these areas, but we're not ever going to be perfect. I have yet to hear of or meet a perfect person. I will say exception, probably Jesus, but I never met him. So, up to us to decide what's going on with us and to actually pay attention to it and be mindful of it so we can learn from it to move every area and aspect of our life in our favor. But this month, especially relationships. So all we're going to do today is I recommend you write it down and do a little thing like I did, where you just put relationship on one side. I usually put it over here and then list the categories here, but just whatever works for you. Grab a little postcard or a note card. I love these silly little 3x5 note cards. These are some from other challenges, but I carry them around with me because they're great for taking notes on. So you can just write a list of all the 9 areas. And then as you go about your day, oh my gosh, look at the impact that a spiritual conversation I had with somebody had on our relationship, or whatever it might be. All right, you know what to do? Get to work, take your action today, have an awesome day. And if you have any questions, what do? You ask. You can message directly below this. I added a Q&A button not a button, but I added Q&A to this particular video. And I'm just going to try it out for a week or so on Facebook. It's a Facebook function, and see how that works. And if people ask questions, if you got a question, I guarantee other people have that same question. So never be afraid to ask a question. And if somebody embarrasses you for asking a question, that is all about them and how lacking they are in emotional intelligence. It's not about you. All right, have a great day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow.